Has to do a little bit with class.
I was about to say, I think I get a credit. Communications, right? Every time I come in here.
You've got a bunch of internship possibilities staring you in the face.
You guys have gone with a four-guard lineup, maybe a little bit more of late. How do you see that working out for you guys? I mean, do you feel like that's something that is just a matter of matchups, or something that you feel like is something you guys can turn to on a pretty regular basis?
I think it's mostly a matter of matchups. We talked about it a lot, before the season started. Before I got hurt, we worked on it a lot. And I think with me getting hurt, coach kind of threw it out the window a little bit. But I think, with matchups and a lot of forwards, like in the ACC, you guys like CJ Leslie and Travis McKee that can kind of play like 3-4 type of positions, or even like Ryan Kelly at Duke. So I think we just kind of build matchups, and Sean's picking up guys, we go at the 4 and play the 4. So I think that's just kind of what it goes off of.
Did you sense at what point after you got back, where it started to feel like something you guys could do maybe more than what you guys initially could?
I think we tried a few times at NC State game. So the first away ACC game, I think coach wanted to put it in like with CJ Leslie, and also coach likes to run a lot, so that can help us push the tempo. And he likes to run for sets of layups and open threes. So with 4 guards that can shoot the ball, that's one of the goals we can have.
You played in high school and AAU with a lot of good scores before, but in terms of Terrell, what makes him such a good scorer, and what is he? You guys came up together. What has he improved at since in your time around?
I think his time when he decides to score and just ways he scores. I think just one, he put himself in better shape, so he's a lot stronger coming down the stretch. This year he's put like a lot more shots up, but he still continues to make them, during the end of games. So I think he's in better shape where he doesn't get tired. He's always made shots, and I think he's so natural at it, and the type of shots he makes. We mess around here. I've seen him make floaters from half court, so he's just a natural scorer, and I think that's one thing that he's separate from other players that I've played with. It just comes so natural to him. It's almost like breathing.
Is he competitive in practice scoring as well with you guys?
Definitely, he's just a competitor. So that's come to the shine. But yeah, he's just a competitor. So it works. It works in practice, and we like to get after it. I think all the guards compete well and they can challenge each other. So definitely helps.
Keyshawn, how much pride do you take in defense, and what did you take away from guarding Austin Rivers last week and then Eric Green?
Pride on defense, I take a lot into it. My goal is just hold the person, whoever I'm guarding, under their average. I think it's just kind of like Coach says, a challenge. So it's more like a pride thing with me is, if that's their best scorer, I want them to score on me. And I think, from guarding Austin Rivers, one thing that I learned is that I got to be more aware. When guarding the ball, I need to be more aware for adjustments. When you got those 2 layups, there was adjustments that we didn't go over, but if I would just simply looked around, I probably could have made it on my own. So I tried to do that a lot better against Virginia Tech, and I thought I made them with Gardner and Green. And then towards the end of the game, knowing how to close out, like I know, we didn't want to foul, but make sure we don't give up easy layups. And I think that I was just playing a little too soft on defense when it came down to that.
You guys have 6 road games in February. How big is it to get the first one tomorrow and kind of get started?
It's big just because it's a road game, and then also just because ACC and our record. We're all kind of, I think that's in Miami and Clemson are all kind of bunched in there. So it's a win we need regardless if it's on the road or at home. And then going on the road and winning is just fun at a period. So that's just one of our concerns. Being a tougher team on the road, it's a lot more things you have to worry about, like the atmosphere and stuff like that you have to play against. So we just try to be more mentally tough, and that's one of the challenges for us. Like Coach always says, we need to grow up and be more mentally tough. So we'll try to take on the challenge tomorrow.
Sean, you played at Miami a couple times. I mean, it's not the sort of cauldron that Cameron is. When you go to Duke, sometimes it doesn't even seem full. But that said, what makes it tough to play there generally?
It's a road game. We don't have out fans behind us, or most
most of our family don't travel, to most of the road games. The only thing we have is just the team and the coaches down there. So for us, it's just a matter of coming out, starting the game the right way, and winning the first 4 minutes. I think taking care of the ball on the road is definitely something that we have to do, and I think we will, and I think we'll finally get a win at Miami.
How much does the travel aspect, Sean, play into a rough, having a rough time on the road, aside from the crowd and stuff?
We look at all the games that we lost, on the road. It was close games, going in 8-minute stretch, 6-minute stretch, and them, teams that we lost to, had that advantage with us, though, the crowd got behind them, and they used that as one of their opportunities to, try to overcome the loss, and they used the energy from the building to, make that extra stride, and, for us, like I said, we matured a lot quicker in these last couple of weeks that, that we had some games, even some road games and home games. I think we matured a lot quicker, and I think that, all the guys that play are ready to take on the challenge, and you know how important this game is for us, and getting that road win. The road win is definitely going to be a plus for us.
Sean, I'm going to ask you something I asked Pete Sean a little bit earlier about the four-guard lineup that you guys have used a little bit more. How comfortable are you with the matchup that you wind up getting in a lot of those situations?
Throughout my college career, I always played some 4 here and there, and I always played against bigger guards, 6'7", that was playing the 3-man position. So for me, going down there banging with the bigger guys isn't a problem for me. I take on any challenge, like Pete said. Coach always try to challenge you in different ways, and for me as a senior and as a captain, I try to step up to the plate, do anything to help my team to win.
Do you think that grouping that you've had out there, that you guys have played fairly well with that when it's been required?
Yeah, because for me, I always have a bigger opponent on me, so coach see that, and he recognize it, and he try to run some plays with so he can get me free, and I have a mismatch and get guys a shot or get myself a shot. So coach is definitely aware of the things that when he put me in at the 4, we're a lot faster, getting up and down the court and crushing the basketball. We cause some turnovers and get easy buckets in transition.
What do you see this
I'm
Miami?
sorry, I need to get Pete Shot into the tape, so if you have any other questions for him, get those out. That way I can get him in the room. Anything else for Pete Shot?
Well, how much do you put into the ACC? And do you see this as like a game to establish yourselves just because Maryland and Miami are just so close in the standings?
Definitely. I mean, every game matters with all the teams being so close. So, you can't take anybody lightly. You can't, worry about the next game. You got to worry about the team in front of you. So, this would be a big win for us in the standings and just the ACC, and also confidence being on the road. So, it's a big game in general.
Anything else? Thank you.
Sean, what do you see in this Miami team?
I haven't really watched Miami throughout the season. I just try to focus on our next opponent. We're gonna watch videos before practice, and I'll get some I get some feel of how Miami played, and the style that they play, the guys. So video is definitely important for us, because I don't like early in the season watching team play, because teams get better as time goes on. So we watch the recent game tape. I think you get a great feel of our opponent. So watching video before practice and right before we play them is definitely a plus for us.
Coach mentioned it seems like this group's kind of becoming a family for the first time. Do you kind of feel that sense of everybody getting used to each other?
Yeah, I think everybody's getting used to each other, and I think guys are starting to mature as the season go on, and that's what you expect at the beginning of the season. You got new coaches, you got new players coming in, and different style of play, offense and defense for us, and guys are starting to buy into the system and believing in things coach installed early in the season, and it's starting to show that guys are starting to have that drive on defense to get stops, and because if we get stops on defense, getting easy buckets in transition, leads to several points for us, and I think defense end should be a lot of fun because defense end turns to some dunks for us, and getting easy backs in transition with us, though we don't have to go offense as much. But once we get going and getting stops and all guys are getting touches here and there, it's definitely a plus for us. And getting guys involved early in the game is one thing that we try to do early in the game from here on out.
Sean, you guys played in spurts pretty well against Florida State, but all were losses. How important was it for the psyche of this team to get that win on Saturday, kind of moving forward, 6 road games of 9 in February?
Well, because we lost 3 in a row, it's not, a win is a win. Matt, we won that, we didn't take game by 1 or 2 points. A win was a win for us, and losing, snapping that 3-game losing streak was definitely important and build confidence for guys. And we know that we haven't won a road game yet, and how important this game is for us. Like Keyshawn was saying, both of us and a couple other teams are 3-3 in the ACC, and trying to take one game at a time and really trying to focus on that one game. I think guys are starting to buy into everything Coach have us doing in practice and watching video, seeing where we just making the little mistakes that cost us games. And the last couple games as we lost, I think we're starting to get it. But slowly but surely, guys are starting to just buy into the system. I think that's definitely a plus for us.
What does it take for you guys to win on the road in the ACC?
Minor the mistakes that we have, valuing the ball, every possession that we have, just try to get the best possible shot for the team. Going out there and playing hard for 40 minutes and coming together as a team, and not trying to do it as individuals, because it takes a team to get big wins, and great teams play together as a team to be successful.
1 or 2 more.
Sean, you said you felt the team had grown up, matured a bit in the last couple games. When you think about how your team handles the last 6-8 minutes of a game, was there any key lesson you took away from the Temple game, where you guys really were strong and it did get away at the end? Did that stand out as kind of a turning point, or if not,
No, not at all.
Not at all.
No.
Well, why do you think that the team is going to be better closers now? Stronger. The last.
I think it's thing in having the confidence and swag in yourself. I think that pretty much speaks for itself. And guys, wanting the ball at the end of games, to take the free throws that are really going to count for us. And I think all the guys are starting to, like I say, buy into the defensive end of the floor. Coach always wanted to build that identity on the defense end. I think that, these last couple of games, I think our defense was up to par, and I think we played extremely hard for 40 minutes, but some games came up short and lost. And these last games that we played against Virginia Tech, we held them to 19 points in the first half, and we didn't do that all season. And after watching the video, it shows that guys are starting to believe in the way Coach wanted things to be running around here. So it's good, but we gotta move forward now. We got Miami tomorrow, and just try to get a win.
What's it going to be like to see Jim Larinaga on the sidelines at Miami?
It's going to be different because all my years, we had the other head coach, the coach at Missouri now. But it's going to be different. It's a different feel. We got a different head coach, so it's going to be different face for on our end too. But we just got to come down there and just play hard for 40 minutes. We're trying to get a win.